Hi guys, it's Morgan from the Treasure Trove, and it's been quite a long time since I filmed a video, but I've been really inspired lately. So since a lot of things have changed in my life, thought I would sit down, talk to you, do some makeup, have a little bit of fun, try some new makeup out. Yeah, if you want to see me put makeup on my face, just stick around. Also, my camera doesn't have the best autofocus, so please bear with my camera. As you may notice, it's bright in here. That is because I'm filming during the day. I haven't filmed during the day in 8,000 million years. I actually wake up in the morning now instead of at 3 p.m. So I wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, and I have so much more time during the day to do stuff. So I think that's very exciting for my brain. So let's just get right into it and play with some makeup. I got a new headband that I want to wear here. Oh yeah, knock everything over. That's so great. So I don't know how long it's been since I've done my makeup on camera, probably forever, but feeling like a nun a little bit. Anyway, I'm just gonna prep my face with some facial gel hydrator from the dollar store. Hello? It won't focus. From the dollar store. It's just, I have a whole bunch of dollar store skincare products that I really like that I can totally do a video on because I care a lot about ingredients, and I found that there are some really good options available at the dollar store. So if you would like me to do that, I'm more than happy to. I'm actually gonna just skip over all my face stuff. I'm just gonna put on some primer, some foundation and concealer, and then we'll be back because nobody wants to see that and it's very boring, and I feel like it makes my videos 8,000 years long. So I'll be back when that's done. I am back. Not used to wearing this much makeup anymore, so that's really interesting. I used, as you can see, this foundation. Maybe you can see, I have no idea if this camera even focuses anymore. Just quite a bit of texture. Not my favorite foundation. I really don't have any foundation at the moment that I even like, so that's interesting. I'm gonna have to work on that, but foundation, concealer is on, so I figured we'd start with the eyes, and I got the panini hasn't been very good to my makeup addiction. I went years without buying new makeup, honestly, besides like face products and eye products and stuff. And I bought no new eyeshadow palettes like for so long, and now I have a whole bunch. I have so many. I have so many now. Yeah, so I just got this Blow and Smoke palette from ColourPop because it's all black and gray eyeshadows, which I don't have any of that. So I think it would be fun if we did an eye look, like a very dramatic eye look that I normally wouldn't do with this, while we just sit and talk. I will zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm probably not going to be going into too much depth about what exactly I'm doing because I'm going to be talking about, you know, what's been going on in my life and whatnot. So I'm just going to prime my eyes really quick with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I still have a baby sample of this from 8,000 years ago. Listen. I have a whole thing about expired makeup and capitalism in my head that I've never really talked about on this channel because I have, I don't know, been afraid to share my, let me hope I'm in focus. If I'm not in focus, just please end me. Anyway, for so long of my life I really cared what other people thought of what I said. I guess, like, I really don't care about what other people think of me, like how I dress or how like I present myself in public. I've really never cared for like the past at least 7 years of my life what people think about that, but for some reason I care about how people perceive my opinions and how I speak and what I say, and that ties into what I wanted to talk about in this video actually. But I have a whole thing about expired makeup that I used to never say on this channel because I didn't want people to judge me or leave hate comments about it. But I think expired makeup is totally a scam, and it's very easy to tell if makeup is bad just by looking at it or smelling it. It can go bad, don't get me wrong, some of it can go bad, but things like powders and whatnot really don't go bad. And it's very easy to tell if they do, so don't get rid of your makeup just because the expiration date says so. Anyway, going back to people's opinions of me and how I was very afraid of what to say because of how I'd be perceived. I've recently learned within the last 6 months that I have a learning disability called NVLD, nonverbal learning disability, and it is very hard for me to perceive like normal. I'm just taking this one slated here and just putting it all over. Okay, anyway, see, I can't even describe what the learning disability is. It's very hard for me to perceive how I'm talking to people and how my thoughts and opinions and just speech comes across to people. I don't really have inflection. I don't pick up on normal social cues. I don't I don't understand social cues in situations sometimes. It's very closely linked to the autism spectrum, but it is not on the spectrum. But a lot of the times I get diagnosed as autism because people with NVLD can't pick up on like certain social cues in situations. But I'm much better at writing down how I feel versus speaking it. So there's two types of NVLD. It can go either way. There are the types where children just talk out loud to perceive the world around them because they can't process it, so they just talk and talk and talk. And then there's me, who like internalizes everything and writes it down because they can't make sense of how to communicate. And a lot of the times we also don't have any spatial awareness whatsoever. And that is something I've struggled with my whole life, is I cannot physically tell how far things are away from me, and I knock into everything, and I've just been called clumsy my whole life. I constantly bump into things. I fell the other day. I have an injury. It's hard for me to drive, and I get anxious driving because I can't like correctly judge distances of things. So that all feeds into it. So I have a hard time understanding certain conversations in social contexts. Like, for example, Brian and I struggled for a really long time about like him wanting to leave my parents' place, like if we spent too long, and he would drop all these hints, right, about that he wanted to leave. But I can't pick up on these hints because my brain doesn't process social cues like that. So I have to have him actually tell me I want to leave right now in order for me to understand. So that's part of why for a really long time I struggled with saying how I felt about things on the internet because I didn't want them to be perceived incorrectly, because I really didn't know how it was going to land because I'm not aware. So I figured, you know, I'm trying to destigmatize my own mental health in the public and neurodivergency in general. So I decided to just tell you guys I have NVLD. If something I says come across to you wrong, I apologize. It's most likely not my intention, and I'm not saying this to take complete accountability away from me. Like, if I fuck up, I do want to be held accountable. I'm not saying that I'm going to, but I'm just letting you know that I recently discovered this about myself, and it put so much of my life into perspective. Like, my communication issues with people I've had my whole life really made so much more sense to me. So there's that. Also, part of what made me just not care about what people thought of me anymore is, a lot of you probably know this already, but my cat, Plinko, my dear, dear, sweet angel baby boy, got really sick in January, and he passed away in the beginning of February. And it really put my whole life into perspective about just caring about things that are so not important, and that life is too short to like get hung up on the dumbest small things that were holding me back. So I really don't care anymore. And I'm here. Which ties into another thing I wanted to talk about in this video, which is I know a lot of you have watched my vlogs, and okay, this had pink on it, so it's making this pink. That's great, but you know, black and pink is an aesthetic, right? I mean, there's a whole K-pop group named Blackpink, so clearly it's an aesthetic. Anyway, a lot of you have watched my vlogs, so you already know, and a lot of you watch my Twitch streams, so I'm officially announcing it here that I am a witch. I use the term witch lightly because I really do not like labels. I don't like labeling myself, but that is the closest thing I could think of. And I want to start doing more witch content here on YouTube. I am a tarot reader professionally now. I do Twitch streams about tarot. So if you ever want to join our Twitch streams, if you don't know already, I'm sure a majority of you who are watching this video watch my streams. So we stream over on Twitch. We talk spirituality, witchcraft, and I do tarot readings over there. I also have a tarot business now, so I'm doing that professionally, and I honestly feel like that is what I am meant to do with my life. 100%. 100%. Feel like it is a path that I was called to do. So this is me officially coming out of the witch broom closet. With the witch broom, the witch closet. This is me coming out of the broom closet. I am also a psychic medium. I say that very lightly because I'm still very much a beginner, but I took a class with a professional, world-renowned medium, learned all about mediumship, and I try to apply those techniques to my tarot reading. So there's that. This is looking like a hot mess, but I promise you that it'll turn out good. I promise. I hope. I can't promise. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm out of the broom closet. I'm a medium. I believe in a lot of weird woo-woo out there shit. I totally respect if you don't believe, if you've just been watching my makeup videos and my vlogs and are like, well, what's this weird shit? Like, I totally respect if you do not believe any of that. We all believe in what we believe in, right? Also, want to make it very clear that that does not mean that I don't believe in science and that I'm skeptical at heart. I still have a healthy amount of skeptic in me, and I search for any logical explanation that there is before I instantly assume that it's like weird woo-woo stuff. So I'm a grounded in reality skeptic, medium, tarot reader, witch. So if you like that kind of stuff, welcome, welcome, welcome. Gonna be doing more content about that. Also going to be doing a lot more makeup tutorials because a lot of you who watch my Twitch streams say that you love my makeup and that you want to learn from me. So sorry, this video probably was not helpful whatsoever in that department. I'm just gonna take this silver now and go in my inner corner with it. I feel like COVID has made us all, oh, I can't say that. This panini has made us all stop and reevaluate ourselves and get to know ourselves a little bit better. So here I am. this is me. Yeah, so I wanted to make that announcement about my woo-woo witchy stuff because I do monthly tarot forecasts for rising sign elements, like based on your rising sign element, like earth, water, sign, air, fire sign, whatever. I am currently I'm a fire rising, so, but I do monthly tarot forecasts, like how your month is gonna go based on your element on Twitch, and I wanted to start uploading those to YouTube, but I didn't want to just start doing it without having like a update video being like, hey guys, this is what I do. I kind of kept that part of myself because I've been on this path for quite a while now, at least a few years, and I kept that part of myself very private off of this channel. Not like I was uploading on this channel in the first place, but off of all my social media for a really long time because I was really afraid that people were gonna think I was cuckoo bananas. And you know what? I really don't care. I don't. We don't know what happens when we die. None of us knows shit. And there's a way to believe in science and spirituality, and a lot of the times science lines up with spirituality. And I don't even feel the need to have to explain that anymore. I just, like, if you don't believe in science, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, worry about you. But I also don't need to defend the fact that I also believe in science and am down to earth and do this. So, I don't know, I just kept that part of myself off social media because I thought, like, I even created another witch Instagram account to be anonymous because I was, like, so afraid of this perception of being into spirituality and doing my own thing. But now I'm not. I'm here. I'm here. And I don't care anymore. So look out for those monthly forecasts. We're halfway through March, so the first one I'll post probably will be April forecast. I hope you enjoy this content. Definitely gonna do more makeup content. Also, I don't know what this look is, but it sure is something. Does this video show you how horrible I am at makeup, guys? Like, you just think that I'm good at makeup. I swear, you just think that. I'm not good at makeup. Also, last time I made, like, a life update of me doing makeup, I talked about a toxic person that I had to cut out of my life. And I was really afraid of speaking my mind on here because they were cyberbullying me and stalking me and harassing me and threatening me and taking my pictures, and this was like almost 2 years ago now, so like I don't care anymore at this point. Like, I'm over all of that, but they were stealing my pictures, slandering me, like making fake numbers to text me, making fake Instagrams to harass me, and claiming that I was talking about them while profiting off of it from YouTube, because in one of my update videos from 2 years ago I talked about what was happening, and they were like, you're profiting off of this, and like, I am not part of the AdSense program on YouTube. I don't make any money from YouTube videos, and even if I was, I don't get enough views to even make money. But I can't anyway, so I don't know, whatever, that's an aside. But I was really worried that, like, anything I put out on the internet, they were going to harass me and cyberbully and stalk me over. That's another reason why I was so afraid to, like, put my stuff on the internet. So that's been resolved, as far as I'm aware. I still get, like, a little bit paranoid at the end of the day over it because it was not a good situation, but I'm pretty positive that that situation is over, so I am free to be myself and not worry about it. And honestly, even if I was, I just, like, don't give a fuck. I don't. That's their problem. That's their problem to deal with, not mine. I feel like I've rambled. Does anyone even like these videos? Does anyone? I have no idea. Anyway, that is the eyes. Done. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and mascara, and then we'll do the rest of the face. I'm gonna do that off camera. Just kidding, I lied. This needs to be silver in the inner corner. What hobbies have you guys picked up during quarantine? Please tell me. What have you been doing? Wow, that looks horrendous. My eyes are so close together that it looks awful. I have music on in the background, and that was probably a horrible idea now that I think about it, because it's not a royalty-free playlist. Fuck my life. I'm just adding white to my waterline because when you do a dark look like this, it can accentuate the red in your eye, unless you like that look, but I personally don't. So I'm going over with a white liner to make it look like my eyes aren't bloodshot all the time for how much caffeine I drink and lack of sleep. My eyebrows are also real nasty right now. I have no idea if the lighting in here is even good. So I hope that you came to watch me blabber and not to actually learn anything. This is my new favorite mirror too. I got this at an estate sale. It's vintage. Say hi. I love it. So I use this a lot to double check, like, up close my makeup. I'm just using the Falsies mascara, which I don't even really like, but I had to buy mascara, so here we are. Also, I have this eye twitch that whenever I squint my eye, it just happens. Just twitches. There it goes, there it goes. Oh. Oh Lord. Now we're gonna do bottom mascara. This foundation, I have so much trouble finding foundations that work for me that don't just look absolutely horrific on me. Also, I'm getting older, so I have a lot more fine lines that the foundation can just settle in and make me look like I'm 1,000 years old. Someone's laughing outside, and I can't figure out if they're laughing at me, because you can probably hear every word I'm saying. Our next door neighbors really just are something else. It's Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. That's just like all it says. It's very much like a ColourPop highlighter where it's bouncy. It's a bouncy texture. I think I've talked about this in my video before. It was limited edition a couple years ago. You can still find it a few places. Like, I've seen this crystal collection pop up at Five Below. So if you're interested, you can apply it with your finger or with a brush. And today I'm just going to go in with a brush. It just looks really natural. It blends into the skin really nice. And it goes with pretty much every makeup look. It's very subtle, but it gives you a nice glow. Also, this color is pretty universal, and I've seen it look amazing on super dark skin tones. On all you melanated goddesses out there, it looks amazing. And then for my pale ass face, it looks pretty good as well. So I like when highlighters, especially if a line comes out with like one, are universal, because no matter what color your skin is, you should have access to a bomb ass highlighter. So we got the highlight. This one? Yes, okay. I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Flower Power blush from ColourPop's Animal Crossing collection. So I'm just gonna apply that. I'm actually gonna apply that with a more fluffy brush than I usually do because I don't want it to look too intense. Hello? Thank you. Alright, I have no idea when that cut off, but my card got full and I have a very limited amount of space left, so here is the finished look. I just put blush on, put some setting spray on, some like dewy mist on, and my favorite lipstick on. So feeling like a dark diva right now. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my update video. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. I hope you understand the direction that I'm trying to go in, especially with YouTube now. So look out for some more witchy uploads, also more makeup content and stuff like that. I'm just feeling really inspired and like I just don't give any fucks anymore. So here we are, and welcome to this new journey with me. For those of you who are watching for the first time, my catchphrase here has always been stay cheap and lazy, because I look for budget products and I also was lazy and wanted to show you that it didn't take a lot of skill or time to look nice or be creative. So thank you so much for watching and for still being here and for still caring about anything that I do. I seriously love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Stay cheap and lazy. Bye.